the basic idea that I have, that I feel, for as far as an AX pilot converting or transforming, or whatever they call that, to transformation to from AX pilot to a power play pilot. In my opinion, I believe it's unfair to ask people, pilots that have been consistently for 2 years been defending humanity, to all of a sudden be okay with killing other humans. So they, that's my opinion, is that one of the ways we can do that is make sure that, like, the Taipans, which are currently they defend the stronghold ships and things of that nature, need to be either a drone or a robot or an android or something that is non-human or don't have a name at all, similar to how the Thargoids had their scouts, where they had a name, but you didn't see it unless you scanned them, and then it would tell you it was a marauder or a berserker or whatever. The Taipan can be the same way. I also feel like they need to add the other fighters in if they're going to use fighters. I don't know if the Taipan's a placeholder or the actual thing they want to. I love shooting Taipans, there's no doubt about it. But there's also other kinds of fighter ships that should also be there, similar to the Thargoids, where they had 4 different types. Maybe there's 4 different types of fighters. Maybe there's 6. I don't know. That part I'm not concerned about. What I'm concerned about is the mental stability of AX pilots, and how I feel that they will be able to embrace this system more easily is if they're not killing human pilots. Okay? AX pilots do not like to kill human pilots. We don't do it. Even if there was even once an uprising because somebody on a stream ordered the execution of AI pilots in a maelstrom because they were causing issues for the AX pilots, the human version. He ordered their execution, and people found out about that and went crazy. Okay, there was a literal court hearing. The guy went to jail. All right, he had to go to stay in the penal colony for a while. Okay, he's out now, but I'm just saying, this is some of these guys' stuff is pretty serious. So I want them to be just not named, or named appropriately with some sort of other entity, whether it's drone, robot, android, whatever. That's what that needs to be. And the same thing is, I also would like to see an interceptor variant, not Thargoid, but human interceptor variants introduced into the game for conflict zones and stronghold zones, any combat zones, really, just like the Thargoids had. They had Cyclops, Banshee, Medusa, and Hydras. They could easily have those all in as a drone or a robot controlled. The reason that the robot thing is really good to me, because like most games, I mean, look at Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2, you get to fight 2 things. You can fight bugs, or you can fight robots. Okay? That seems to be working out pretty well for them. So I don't see why Elite couldn't do the same. The nice thing about, say a corporation comes along, Achilles Aerospace, or even some other, maybe there's a robotics company out there that builds these drones or these robots to fly these drones and the drones, and the interceptor-like ships. They can go rogue. Okay, that's an instant antagonist right there. Rogue AI robot ships with robot pilots, and you can use that on ground with the robots. You can even put the ships on the ground, but I'd rather see humanoid-like robots or something before that. But, I mean, you could, technically. There's all kinds of... They've already got all kinds of other drones for the ground stuff anyway. Maybe ones that don't shoot 700 miles away and, blow up your ships. That might be okay. I'm just saying that's an option. So they could do that. And that would introduce enough non-human elements into this power play to appease many of the AX pilots that will not engage now because they don't want to, and they do not want to fight human pilots. So something to think about.